High RAM usage can slow Windows down, so you're going to check what's actually consuming memory and trim the biggest offenders. If you want more Windows help after this, WindowsForum.com is a solid place to keep learning. You start here because Task Manager gives you the quickest snapshot of what's using memory right now. I'm opening the Run dialog, typing Task MGR, and then pressing Enter, so Task Manager launches immediately. If it doesn't open, run the command again and make sure you actually press Enter to execute it. From here, you can separate a real memory hog from normal background activity. Now you're sorting the list so the biggest RAM users rise to the top. I'm clicking Processes and then clicking Memory, which makes the heaviest apps easy to spot at a glance. If the list doesn't seem to change, click the Memory heading again to flip the sort order. This matters because one runaway app is often the fastest explanation for high usage. Next, you're checking the overall pressure on system memory, not just which app is large. I'm clicking Performance and then Memory, so you can see how much RAM is in use and how much is still available. If this view looks unexpectedly full, that usually means Windows is working hard or paging to disk. When the numbers stay high even while you're idle, that's a strong clue that something needs trimming or fixing. The Details view gives you a deeper look when Processes is too vague. I'm clicking Details, then clicking Name, Commit Size, and Working Set Memory, and pressing Enter to apply the column view you need. If a process keeps climbing over time, that pattern is more important than one momentary spike. If you don't see the columns right away, click the headers carefully and give the list a second to update. Resource Monitor helps you confirm whether a process is steadily growing instead of just briefly busy. I'm opening Run, typing Resmon, pressing Enter, and then clicking Memory so the memory view is front and center. If the process list is hard to interpret, sort by the memory-related columns and watch for anything that keeps rising. That kind of growth can point to a leak rather than normal app behavior. Startup items matter because they can sit in memory all day even when you never use them. I'm opening Task Manager again, typing Task MGR in Run, pressing Enter, and then clicking Startup so you can review what launches with Windows. If something non-essential is enabled, disable it so it stops taking RAM at boot. If an app keeps coming back, check whether it also has a settings toggle elsewhere. Settings gives you another place to manage startup apps, which is handy if Task Manager isn't enough. I'm opening Settings, clicking Apps, and then clicking Startup so you can review the same startup list from Windows itself. If an item is important, leave it on. If it's just a helper, updater, or launcher, turning it off can free memory all day. If a toggle won't change, close and reopen Settings once more and try again. Windows Update matters because stability fixes can help with memory leaks and performance problems. I'm opening Settings and clicking Windows Update so you can check whether your system is missing important updates. If updates are available, install them and restart when prompted. If RAM problems started after a recent change, updates are also a good place to begin narrowing down the cause. Once you've checked the memory hogs, startup apps, and Windows Update, you've covered the fastest fixes for stubborn RAM pressure. For more Windows troubleshooting walkthroughs, visit WindowsForum.com.